Hello and welcome back, all you StAUSCC fans. Wait, StAUSCC? Whatever. Welcome back to our Road to Glory series, where we're going through a Club International Invitation nil tournament using our custom team, the St Andrews University Staff Cricket Club. And today, round 2 sees us taking on the developers team, Big Ant Red. So without further ado, let's get into it. And here we are at our home ground of C1. It's a little bit more built up than I remember it, but we have the Club Invitational, St Andrews Staff Cricket Club against Big Ant Red. Here we see the teams. St Andrews fielding an unchanged side. Grassy pitch, grassy and dry. Not unusual for St Andrews. Big Ant gets the call. We see Stan doing the toss. And we've won the toss here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a bowl.
Universities set to bowl first, and I think it's a good call.
And Ross is handed the ball by the umpire. McPherson's going to have the first over as the two Big Ant players come out to the crease, Maddox and Robertson.
And we're just about ready. Time for the first ball.
And here we are, ready for the first ball of the match. Jack into bowl. Oh, and it's full and just pushed away to the onside where Josh fields it. Throws back into Ross and there's no run. Dot ball first up. Good start here for the staff team. Second ball of the day now. Oh, bit of seam movement there from the look of it. Just moved away from the batsman. It's fielded by McPherson once again. Oh, a bit of shape away. And that one's fielded by, of all people, Franklin out in the covers. Oh, again, that's beaten him.
The batsman didn't know where that
Very
was going.
good ball there from McPherson. Oh, Jack once again into bowl. This one's poked through the covers where it's fielded and there will be no run. Tidy first over so far. Let's see how this final ball goes. Oh, and it's just pushed
Good
into the covers,
bowling
and that's
there,
a maiden.
maiden.
I think that's the first maiden in club history. Well bowled, Jack.
Armstrong, the right arm, is coming into the attack from the pool end.
Here we go, Armstrong, who was unsuccessful in his last game. Couldn't quite get anything going. It's a big in-swinger.
That's four. Superb
And
shot.
it's chipped up first ball over the infield and runs away for 4, as Mel said. Oh, and he's swatted that one away. Maddox is on fire here.
And that's four.
He was full and wide, and Maddox goes over cover. Oh, but that one's
Keeper
wide.
had to dive, but takes it safely.
McLennan does well.
Whoa! Where was that going? Called wide.
Oh, short ball, and it's just gone through. Was there a little outside edge on that, or is that buys? Looks like there's been a little outside edge on that one. And once more, bowls. It's an in-swinger, and it's just played away through the onside. Should only be a single, and is.
They'll
Good
get
throw in.
one more.
And that's Robertson off the mark. 1 off 21 deliveries. 2 balls remaining. Maddox back on strike. McPherson in now, right arm over the wicket. Bowls and it's shorter. Strikes
Overstepping
Maddox
the
just
mark.
above the thigh
No
pad.
ball called.
But being
Mistimes
called
that
a
one.
no ball.
Tiger really needs to take their time and try and get this right.
That will have to be re-bowled. One more goes towards the total. It's an away swinger and he's pushed
Oh,
up
great
over
shot.
point. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounces into the boundary rope. Oh, that was loose there from McPherson. Forward once more. It's edged and just wide of slip. Armstrong having absolutely no luck at the moment. Armstrong into Maddox, who's on 31. Some bowls and it's short, but
Perfect technique
swatted just
and
over
placement.
point off the front foot. That's a fantastic shot from Maddox. Armstrong doesn't look like he knows what to do here. We have our first change in the bowling
Right
as
arm medium bowler
Haynes
is
comes
coming
in
into the
now to
attack
replace
from the
McPherson.
Monica end.
Start off in typical Haino fashion. The little off cutter, it's played defensively and there'll be no run. Haynes into ball once more. It's full this time. And there's a little faint edge. McLennan takes it. Given.
A lot of credit for that wicket has to go to the captain. He made a good bowling change and pays off straight away. He's on the
Haynes
way back
takes
to
his
the
first
pavilion
wicket of the
after putting in
competition.
a really good innings here.
And Maddox departs for 35 off just 23 balls. Just as they were looking to gain some momentum, Big Ant lose a wicket and StAUSCC back on top here.
Oh, nice shot.
Don't speak too soon though, because Barker, first ball punishes the off cutter over mid wicket. 4 runs. Armstrong now staying in the attack. Captain showing some faith. Big in swing, it's
keeper
down
with the
leg.
take.
Well taken by McLennan.
That's well wide.
Armstrong, second delivery of the over. Short and batsman ducks underneath it. Good bouncer there from Armstrong. Armstrong in once more. Oh, plays and misses. There's a small appeal,
Doubt the
but
umpire's going to have a second look.
don't think anything's... No,
The
umpire says
quick
no.
to say no on that.
Armstrong into ball once more. It's full and plays and
They'll
misses.
be happy with that over.
Tidy over there from Armstrong. Just the wide first up, who's been sluggish to say the least. Oh, that ball's
No
through him.
ball, just overstepping
But it's a
the
no
line there.
ball.
Misreads that a bit and can't get a shot away.
Haynes again into bowl. Good length. Looks to pull it, and there's an appeal for LBW. I think this one may have been just
Nope,
going over
doesn't
the
like
top.
That one.
St Andrews choose not to challenge. Good bowling here from Haynes. Armstrong now into his 6th over. Bowling to Robertson. Runs in. Bowls as an in-swinger. It's down leg.
Great shot.
Fielder's running around to get there, but will Dave make it? No, he won't, and it's gone for 4. Robertson's first boundary moves to 9 off 44 deliveries. Armstrong now to Barker. 5 off 2. In bowls, it's full, and he swipes away at it. It's in the
And
air,
dispatched
but
well.
makes it over the infield and runs away for 4. Barker, 9 off just 3 deliveries. Haynes in once more. Little off cutter. Struck the batsman. I think that might be a bit high again. Shot goes up. Umpire says no, not out.
Umpire not interested there.
Haynes into Robertson. Bowls. full edged, but into the gap between slip and gully. Franklin's trying to chase it down. Will he get there? Will he get there? Great little tap back by Franklin. Fantastic work.
Dedicated
And the
running
throw on the
there.
market
They pick
too.
up 4.
On the mark too. Can't stop 4 runs, however. Hands in once more. Bowls. It's Robinson who tries to pull. That one looks close.
They like it. Loud appeal.
Oh, is it going over the top once
Not out
more?
the decision.
Not out is the decision. There's no challenge. And we'll just see. Look at the 6th ball. Yeah, rising well up over the stumps. And we have another bowling change here
Hayes, the left-arm fast bowler, is
as
coming on
Josh
to bowl
Hay
from
comes
the
in
pool end.
to replace Armstrong. Oh, let's not go around the wicket.
Some moves to the field.
Let's see if Hayes' change of angle can do anything here. As he comes, left arm over, bowls, swinging away, ball's edged. And McLennan takes it.
Confident appeal. Could it be?
He's given. It's a fantastic bowling change there from Franklin. And with his first ball, Hay takes a wicket. Are they going to go upstairs to check? No, they don't. Bo Barker departs. Caught McLennan for his 2nd catch of the day. Bowled Hay for 11. Hay into bowl his 2nd delivery. Angling across the batsman as he pushes it to the covers and there's no run. Really tidy over this from Hay. Zinn bowls to Chitty, who edges it, but does not quite carry to the slips. Oh, nearly had 2 there, did Hay? And the slips come up, but that may have just been their chance. As he's in for the final ball of the over, bowls, it's defended. Oh, does not
Gets a
carry.
wicket and keeps it very tidy indeed. Big appeal.
Hands into bowl once more. Oh, play and a miss
I'd
from
love to see
Chitty.
that one from the stump cam.
Last ball of the over for Haynes. No runs off it thus far. See if he can keep that up. He's an outswinger. It's full, but played through the leg
Need to
side.
be cautious about going after
No
the
run.
long ball.
Hayfields, and
These
it's another
maidens will put
maiden.
A lot of pressure on. The key is to stay calm
2
in
maidens in a row
situations
now
like
for
this.
St Andrews as Drinks comes onto the field. And the score is 64 for 2. Now remember, this game's been rain shortened, so we do only have another 21 overs remaining in the Big Ant innings. As Hayes in once more, bowls, it's full, and driven hard and high over cover. Excellent shot by Chitty.
Perfectly
Where he's
timed
been
that
keeping
shot,
that,
and it
I do
sails to
not
the
know.
boundary.
4 runs. Hay in again. Bowls for Robertson, who plays and misses at that
He's
one
thread
outside
that
off
one.
stump.
Couldn't get the drive away.
Great line. Ooh, that's right, Dave. Ooh. Haynes now with his 5th. Bowls it shorter,
Perfect
but
technique
punched away from
and
the front
placement.
foot over cover. And runs away for 4. Haynes in, bowls to Chitty. Oh, who edges the ball. No one back at 3rd man. It's going to go all the way. Hay now, start of his 3rd over. In, bowls. Oh, fantastic delivery. Stan's found himself diving the wrong way, and they come through for a single. 2 balls left in the over. Hay into Chitty. It's full, swinging in. He's hit it in the air and beats the man at fine leg to
4
the
runs
boundary.
there. Super shot.
Miller runs hard but can't quite cut it off. Chitty on to 19 now as Hayes in once more. Bowls. That's a better ball outside off stump. takes the edge once more. Segala's chasing it. Can he cut it off before the boundary? Yes, he will. An awful throw there from Segal.
Fairly tight in that over.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Earnshaw now coming into the attack for Haynes. Bowling to Chitty, who's 22 off 15 balls. This one's worked towards the leg side, but it's cut off. Hay into Robertson. Bowls. Swings away from him. And
Tries to drive that, but missed times.
Beats the outside edge. Hay into Robertson again. Bowls, it's full. He drives outside edge, but Stan having moved back to short third man. Can't quite get there. Oh, we're using Earnshaw's field for some reason. Robertson drives hard over cover. There's a man back, picks it up. Well, fires the ball in. There's the appeal. They're going upstairs. It's a great bit of work in the deep from Crooks. And he's got him, it's out! Robertson's run out. A marathon innings comes to an end. I don't like how that's credited to McLennan. Because that was a fantastic piece of work out on the cover boundary from Crooks, and McLennan does well to clean up. Hay now in for the 5th ball of his over. Bowls, swing in towards the left-hander. He's pulled away. Out to the boundary, but it'll only be one.
That'll settle his nerves. Good shot first up.
And Simons is off the mark, first ball. Bowls once more. Oh, struck him on the pad. I think that's just outside off though.
Huge appeal.
Umpire agrees.
That looked really close.
Hay in for his 5th now. As he runs in. Bowls swinging away and pumped over cover. Will it beat the man out there? Yes, it will, and it's 4 runs.
Poor ball.
Well played there by Chitty, who moves to 30 off 22. Hay in for his 4th ball to Chitty. It's again gone over the top, over extra cover. It will beat the man.
Nice
4 runs.
4 runs.
3rd ball of the over. Earnshaw Simons. Earnshaw bowls. It's played through the leg side and does not quite carry. There's an appeal.
They appeal, but doesn't look to be anything in that.
Earnshaw in 4th ball of the over. Bowls. It's a little bit wider. Oh, and he gets the outside edge. Earnshaw, 5th ball. Simons, who goes right around that ball. Fantastic shot. After poking and prodding all over, he's come right around it and flicked it over the unguarded fine leg for 4. Earnshaw in once more. It's wider this time and finds the edge.
That's some good bowling. End of the
Doesn't
over.
carry to the fielder though, as it's a dot ball. Another change in the bowling here by Franklin.
Is coming on to bowl
As
from the
Miller
pull
comes
leg.
into the attack. 1 for 24 in the last game. See how he does here. Bowling to Chitty, who's in some form. Swinging in. It starts off good line there from Miller early on. Huge hoop on that ball. Earnshaw to Chitty now. Bowls, it's full and played away through the leg side. I don't know why the field has changed, but it has.
Smashed that
Moment
to
of
the boundary.
madness there, and it's gone
Nice
for
ball.
4. Last ball of the over. Earnshaw in. Bowls, it struck him on the pad. I think that's
Hit the
doing too
pads.
much.
Big shout. A tough
No,
call.
says the umpire.
Shake of the head from the umpire and from the bowler
And that's
as
the
well.
over.
He was certain on that one.
And yeah, as we can see there, that final 6th ball just going down leg. Miller in now, 3rd ball of the over. To Chitty. Bowls, it's swinging away, it's pushed up in
Picked
the
that
air.
one nicely.
Will it beat the
Good
man to the
shot.
cover boundary? Yes, it will. Well played by Chitty. Miller, last ball of the over, into the left-handed Simons. He bowls it swinging away. Oh, what a
End of the
fantastic
over.
delivery.
6 runs coming from it.
Absolutely fantastic end to that over. Earnshaw once more to Chitty, who's on 45. Chitty somehow gets underneath it. A full ball by Earnshaw. But Chitty just drops back, undercuts it over backward point, and goes away for 4. Chitty on 49, facing up to Earnshaw, who's in, bowls, and is caught behind. It's a big, thick edge. Well taken by McLennan, and he falls agonisingly short of that 50. Great bowling there from Earnshaw. Well taken by McLennan. And that's the end of a very, very good innings there from Chitty.
The new batsman will be down at the non-striker's end.
Damien Borg, first ball. Miller coming in. Swings in and beats him. All ends up.
The batsman misjudging that one.
Miller in once more. Bowls it's full and swinging in. Strikes him on the pad. There's a big appeal.
LBW shout. Maybe it's done a bit too much.
I think it struck him outside the line though.
Not sure how the batsman survived that. He rejects the
No
appeal.
challenge here from the captain Franklin. We get to see it on Hawkeye. It's pitched outside off. Impact with the bat. Earnshaw now, starters 6th. 1 for 19. Bowling to Simons, who has had some difficulties with Earnshaw. Oh, but this one he undercuts once again.
Runs away for 4.
Gets enough of it and just beats the man to the fence. 4 runs. 5th ball of his 4th over now, Miller. And it's short, it's wide, it's given the treatment. Great shot by Simons.
That runs to the boundary.
That one
for
deserved to
4.
go for 4. Earnshaw now for his 7th over. Bowls. Oh, it's done a bit much, I
Hit the
think, but
pad.
he's played and
Huge
missed.
appeal.
They will appeal. And no is the answer. Earnshaw's in now. Bowls. It's full. Oh, and McLennan's
Confident
dropped
in
it.
this one.
I think there was an edge there.
Big
and
appeal,
McLennan's
but
put it
no
down.
interest from the umpire.
Earnshaw in again. Oh, pretty
I doubt the
ball.
umpire's going to give that a second look.
Appeal for the sake of the ball, I think. Earnshaw, final ball of the over. Bowls and once again, it's hit down
Bit
to the
of
ground.
frustration showing with
Big
that
appeal. No, it's the
Umpire
umpire's
totally ignoring that appeal.
ball. 4 for 146 now as Miller's in. Bowling to Borg and he's up and over.
Nice shot.
High over, wide mid off. And goes down to the boundary for 4. Starting to find something here is Borg. As Miller's in again, bowls to him and he gets a little faint inside edge. Can McLennan take it? Yes, he can.
Loud shouts of catch.
And it's given.
The students will have set their target on him, and they have delivered.
Fantastic work there from Miller just as Borg looked to be feeling comfortable. Damien Borg goes for 14 off 19 balls. Caught McLennan, bowled Miller.
The new batsman takes guard.
Miller now, after the wicket, is in, bowls. It's shorter of off stump.
Great
Picked up
over
by
there.
Armstrong
Takes a wicket
at
and
mid
keeps
off.
it high.
Extra cover. Earnshaw's in now. Bowls Simons, who's back. And I think it's been dropped
asking the
once more by
question.
McLennan. Plenty of
No,
chances
doesn't
here.
like that one.
Miller into bowl now. Bowls swinging away. Oh, that
Good
could be
work.
wide. He's
That
left
one
alone,
missed
and yeah, it is.
everything, and then some.
Miller now to Simons. He's in, bowls, and that one's, gone
The bowler
straight through
beating
him.
them all ends up.
Really well bowled there by Miller. Miller, and once again, bowls to Simons, who swings and, plays and misses.
Not able to connect.
Big flourish at that. Miller running into bowl. This one he's gone up
Absolutely
and over
middled that.
the offside field. Jess is chasing, but can't quite cut it off before it gets to the boundary. 4 runs. 2 balls left in the over. Miller now to Simons. Play and miss again.
Misread that one. Couldn't get
Really
the
well
drive
bowled
away.
by Miller. Miller in, final ball. Bowls and it's tucked through the leg side. Will McPherson be able to get hands on it? He's certainly moving there, and he's got it!
Oh, great catch.
Caught it, short mid-wicket.
Strikers in.
What a beard. Of course now,
Change in the
forced
bowling
change in the
line.
bowling. Captain gives Jess the ball. Unfortunate first spell for Jess in the first game. See if he can bring it back a little bit. And that one's short, pulled away. Only as far as the man on the boundary. It's 1 run. Jess.
Tries
Well
to drive
bowled
that,
outside
but
off stump
missed
there.
times.
Jess now into bowl once more. It's full edged and safe, but cut off before it could squirt away for any runs. Jess into Thomas now. Bowls. And it's cut away, cut
Precision,
hard,
Just a great shot.
and will go down to the boundary for 4. Last over of the innings now. And
The right arm
we have
pace
a
bowler is coming into
change
the
of bowler
attack
with
from the
McPherson, who was
full
tidy in his first spell, coming back in. He's bowling now to Thomas, who's 9 from 6 deliveries. McPherson's in, bowls, and it's the attempted cut
Doesn't
shot.
play that one well.
Plays and misses. 2 balls left in the innings now. Thomas on strike. McPherson in. Bowls. Swinging away from him.
The batsman
Just
didn't
beat
know
it.
where that was going.
McPherson to Thomas. He's in, he bowls, and swing and a miss once
That's some
more.
good bowling.
It's a
End of the over.
fantastic final over there by McPherson. And that's it, ends of the first innings. 6 for 176.
I suspect we won't be around too long. Should be a quick chase.
Here we go, McLennan and Seagal, fresh
This
off
bowler
a
really
good
can
performance
get
from
these
them in
spinning
the
a long
first
way.
innings.
Let's see how they go.
And we have Whiteman opening the bowling. A finger spinner. Unusual tactics here. McLennan's in, hits it high down the leg side. Unprotected, fine leg area. Doesn't quite get all of it, but
Hits
it
the rope
trickles away
first
to the
ball.
boundary for
Nice
4.
shot.
Great way to open the innings there from McLennan. McLennan again on strike, 3rd ball. Edged and dropped.
Oh, dropped the ball.
Needs to rein that in a little bit, I think. Just went too hard at it with his hands. Waitman switches to around the wicket. Still no protection down at fine leg. And that's exactly where
That's
McLennan
right
goes.
from the
He
middle
goes
of the
hard and high and far. 5th ball of the over. This is in edges, and this time
that's
he's
a great
caught.
catch.
This time he's caught. Goes for 10, just 5 balls. But that's not the start that St Andrews were looking for. Earnshaw now strolling out to the
The
crease.
ball. The new batsman arrives
Final
at the
ball
crease.
of the first over. A little earlier than he thought he'd be out, I'd wager. Ball's full, he plays that through cover and
Reasonably
there's
good
no
over
run.
there. Merrin, the right arm, is coming into the attack.
Oh,
from
leg
the
spinner
full
from
leg.
the other end now. Opening with 2 spinners. Seagal on strike. His first ball. It's full. And he swats
That's
that over
right
fine
off the
leg.
meat of the bat.
He's got all of that. And it's gone a long way back. First ball from Seagal. Second ball here. It's full again. Seagal, little inside
Strong
edge.
appeal. There's a chance if that hits.
They try and scamper through for a single. Earnshaw dives. He couldn't be in trouble here. He is in trouble. That's out.
To the bowling lineup, having near instant
Faced
effect.
one ball
Great bowling
and
great
Earnshaw
captaincy.
gone. This is absolutely not the start that StAUSCC would have wanted. 2 wickets in the first 2 overs. There's Crooks now for his first ball. Swats it away to cover. Crooks flicks this one hard off his legs
Super shot.
and does well enough to beat the fielder. Brings the score to 20 for 2. Merrin now into bowl. Final ball of the over. It's full, and Crooks again flicks hard, and beats
Good
that
effort.
man.
4 runs.
Again 4 runs. Back to over the wicket now from Waitman. Seagal 6 off 4 deliveries. Waitman's in, bowls, and late cuts that difficult shot, dangerous shot. They'll come back for 2, and they'll come back comfortably. Seagal managing to hit that ball between keeper and slip. Last ball of the over now. Waitman to Seagal, who flicks hard,
Hit that hard and fast.
and that one's gone over the boundary. Dangerous shot with the man back. Not what you think he'd be doing with 2 early wickets lost, but the risk pays off. Gets 6, and that's the end of the over. Merrin now into Crooks. Who's forward,
Oh,
flicks,
what a good
and flicks
shot.
hard through square leg. 4 runs all along the ground. Well played there from Crooks. Third ball of this over, Merrin in, bowls to Crooks. Flicks it off his legs, beats
Perfect
square leg
technique
once
and
more,
placement.
and they're not stopping that one. Merrin in, 4th ball of the over. Push through the covers. There is a man back, but
Seeing
it
the
beats
ball
the man
well
to
out
the
there.
boundary.
Some
Another
solid
boundary
shot.
there for Crooks. Waitman in, second ball of the over. Crooks is back
Swing and a
and
miss.
tries to cut. What was he doing there? Merrin to Seagal, 49. It's full. Seagal flicks
That's
and
what
flicks
the crowd
hard.
have come to see.
It's another
Nicely
boundary in
played.
that area. It's proving a favourite here today. Seagal hits that one hard and fast along the ground and brings up 50. 2 for 53. Seagal forward, pushes through the gap. It's a well taken single.
Another run added.
So that's the end of 6 overs, 2 for 55 now. Doesn't look like run rate's going to be a problem here. Wickets might be. Oh, as he plays
Just
and
a lack of
misses.
concentration there.
Into Crooks. It's down leg side and Crooks stands forward, flicks it hard, high. 1 bounce, 4
That was
runs.
a great delivery, but he's played an even greater shot to get 4.
Waitman in once more. It's full and Crooks leans on it. This time he's got it through the gap. Forward of square. Will it beat the man on the fence? Yes, it
Great
will. That's
shot.
another
4
boundary.
runs.
4 runs. Leg spinner Merrin now to Seagal. Seagal comes forward, plays that wide of mid-off. They try and come through for a quick single. Seagal dives, and probably unnecessarily there.
That takes this partnership to 50.
And that brings up the 50 partnership between these two in no time at all. Waitman to Crooks. Full of off stump. Crooks comes forward and pushes it through the
that bat is
covers.
all middle.
He split them in there at mid-off and cover, and it's gone all the way for 4. Seagal on strike. He goes across his stumps,
Oh,
flicks that one
super
high.
shot.
Doesn't get all of it, but there's no one back. And it'll go for 4. Waitman to continue. To Crooks, who's on 41. Plays it square of the wicket. They'll come through
Needs
for
to
a
be on
quick
target.
single. Oh, direct hit would have had him there. Yason slow out of the blocks. 2 for 88. Last ball of the 12th over. Marin to Crooks. Crooks is forward and hits straight. It's hit the other batsman, however. A bit of confusion. They make it back safe all right. Waitman into Seagal, who's forward and this time gets it through. Will he beat the man? Oh, he split the men there beautifully. Waitman to Crooks, who's on 45. It's full and on leg stump, and he absolutely hammers it past the man at short fine leg. Wonderful boundary there from Crooks. Crooks now 49. Marin into bowl. Sets it off stump. He just leans back. Late cut. Has he got enough on it to make it to the boundary? Doesn't look like it. It's going to slow up. They'll come back for 3. And that is a very well-deserved half-century.
He has played well here. Positive and exciting batting to get to 50.
Marin to Crooks, who's forward, drives, beats the bowler. It will not beat mid-off. Will they come back for 2? Seagal's a bit slow getting back. Oh, direct hit and he would have been out. And here we have Crooks' wagon wheel. Scoring fairly well all around the ground. Crooks now on 54. Waitman into bowl. Crooks is forward, hits it hard and high. He won't go for 6, but 1 bounce. 4 runs. Score moves to 111. As Waitman's into bowl to Crooks once more, who's forward and late cutting. No runs. Waitman to Crooks. He's forward driving, can't beat the bowler. Another dot ball. Crooks still on strike, last ball of the over. Waitman bowls and Crooks is forward, pushing to mid-off for no
5
run.
runs added in the over.
And we have a drinks break as Paul comes out. The drink for Crooks and Yason. They've made a steady effort of it so far, after a rocky start which saw McLennan and Earnshaw falling early. Marin to continue his 8th over. Seagal on strike. Marin bowls. Seagal flicks that one through leg. Beats the man at square leg. It won't get to the boundary, but they'll come back for 2.
And they get 2.
Well placed there by Seagal. Seagal on 44 from 42 deliveries. This one's full and he drives down to the man at mid-on. Now get through for a single.
And through for 1.
Crooks now 58 from 43 balls. Marin bowls, it's full and Crooks leans on it, but it's cut off by cover. Marin in once more to Crooks on 58. He's forward and he nudges that one down leg. And they'll come back for 2. Good running there. And that takes the partnership to 100 between these two. Crooks on strike now to Waitman, who's in, bowls. And he's flicking hard. Doesn't quite get all of it once more, but rolls away to the boundary for 4. Marin to Seagal on 49. He punches that down to mid-on. They'll come through for the single. And that's a well-deserved 50 there from Jason Seagal.
And that makes it 50.
2 50s in a row. What a start to the competition this young man is having. Seagal on strike to Marin, who bowls. He late cuts hard. Well played. And that will race away to the boundary for 4. And here we have Seagal's spider. A little less all around the ground than Crooks, but a good number of singles there. He's really rotated the strike well, this partnership. It's been a tidy over so far. Waitman's in for the 5th ball. Yasson's forward. Hits high. Will the man run round from mid-on to get there? He looks like he will get there, and he's taken. Oh, rush of blood to the head there from Yasson. Franklin now in. As Waitman is in, bowls, and Franklin leans on that one. Goes in front of square. They should come back for 2. And he's off the mark in style there.
1 wicket falls in that over.
Marinin now. Bowls to Crooks, who's forward and flicking hard and high, and he's got all of this one. Onto the roof. Fantastic strike. 136 metres. Waitman again to Crooks, who's forward and nudges that down to mid-on for a single. Marin again to Crooks, who's forward and flicks hard and high. And that one's gone out of the ground. Not as big as the last one. But a good shot there from Crooks. Franklin now on strike. Oh, goes for the late cut once more. Franklin, 7 off 7. As Waitman's in, bowling to Franklin, who plays and misses. And Franklin's forward and flicking hard and flicking high. Right out of the middle of the bat. That one is 6. Fantastic shot there from Franklin. 168 for 3. 4 more runs will do it. That's full, and he smashes that behind point. Bang, bang, doing it in style here. And that's the game. St Andrews Staff Cricket Club win by 7 wickets in this rain-shortened affair. Some excellent batting. We'll take a look at the scoreboard.
For now, at least. We hope to see
We'll
you
do a
again
game
soon,
recap.
But for now, it's goodbye.
Well, it was always going to be tough for Big Ant Red. Game shortened due to rain. They got put into bat despite some early hitting by Maddox. Tight bowling at the other end from McPherson really tied down Robertson. They could never really get going. After a change of bowling, brought the wicket of Maddox, and a second change brought the wicket of Barker. There was really not much that Big Ant Red could do. They were already behind the 8 ball, and in a game where they probably needed to score closer to 220, only managing 171 on the back of some good St Andrews bowling. With the exception of Armstrong, who struggled, the rest of the bowlers really got stuck in. Earnshaw probably the pick of them, although McPherson, 5 overs 1 made and none for 13, did excellently. St Andrews innings, things looked a bit dire. When Crooks strode to the crease, the score on 16, he and Segal knuckled down and saw St Andrews through to 136 before a rush of blood from Segal saw him caught at long off. Franklin, of course, came in, played some excellent shots to see St Andrews through to the end. He ends with 17 not out. Crooks, 89 not out. Segal, of course, bringing up his 55 from 56 balls. And just an excellent batting display. Big Ant Red, as the developers, of course, flaunting once more the bowling restrictions. 11 overs for each of their 2 bowlers, 11.4 for Waitman. Neither going at under 6.5 and over, though Waitman did pick up 2 wickets, that of McLennan and that of Segal. They never really did enough. The lines weren't tight enough, the fields weren't well set, and they were always going to struggle. In the end, St Andrews getting home with 13 overs to spare. Alright, so what does that do to the points table? Round 2 is now completely in the books. We have Essex and Auckland unbeaten, or Essex, Auckland and the Redbacks unbeaten at the top. St Andrews and Jamaica with 1 win apiece go into 4th and 5th place. Big Ant Red 6th, Yorkshire 7th, and the Royals Canterbury in last place without registering a win. So certainly looks like these 3 clubs are the clubs to beat, with the Redbacks already having a victory over St Andrews. It'll be interesting to see if someone else can peg them back. St Andrews will need a bit of help to get ahead of them, but there's plenty more cricket to be played. If we go along and look at the statistics, we see Alicio Edwards from Canterbury, top run scorer. Glenn Phillips from the Auckland Aces, second there with 179 runs over the course of 2 games. Centuries for those top 3 players, actually. Alicio, 106. Glenn Phillips, 127 not out. Sonny Morse, 131 not out for Canterbury. It's a high-scoring game in which they lost. Tom Cooper for South Australia, of course, had that excellent knock against St Andrews. Then we have our very own Yason Segal, 121 runs from 2 matches. And then it's not until James Crook slightly further down there that we have another St Andrews player. But we'll look to get a few more players in that. So we flick over to the bowling stats. Of course, we're going to be a bit behind in these stats anyway, because that's just how these things go when we're actually only bowling the allowed number of overs, and everyone else is bowling whoever they want. But we have, if we look at wickets, Earnshaw down here with 3 wickets, Miller also with 3. Franklin appears there. Wasn't needed to bowl in this match. Switch this over to averages, and here we have Miller with a bowling average of 17. Solid there from Dave. Franklin further down, Earnshaw there too. So we're not doing too badly. After 2 games, 1 win, 1 loss, things are on the up. A dominant display, I think. That win by 7 wickets certainly puts us on the right foot. So with that, I will bid you farewell. I've been Jim the Editor. Thank you very much. Hope you hear from me soon.